Today we will be introducing the basis before we can start detailed workshops with about our gifts. I've prepared a small graph to make it easier to remember the logics behind the gifts at Froebel design. So first thing to say is that Froebel designed 6 gifts in the beginning. These 6 gifts were published in his books before he died. In his kindergarten he also worked with other gifts. However, they were published after his death by his followers. Whenever we talk about gifts and the gifts that we are using at our school, we are referring to them according to the names that Maria Kraus-Boelte and John Kraus introduced in their book about gifts and occupations. So that's why the names of our gifts may differ from other gifts on the market, but we are referring to our gifts according to these guys. I will be mentioning this later on in our workshops, but gifts are designed and introduced to children logically. We start with solids, surfaces, lines, which shows us clearly that we start from concrete and we proceed to more abstract concepts. Okay, so let's get to it. Gifts, they empower children and they give them the opportunity to discover first. We could lay our gifts on a kind of structure of a tree, and the first gift would be on the stem of the tree, the base, strong base of the tree, something very concrete, and would be in the category of undivided gifts. So that's gift 1, would be represented by undivided gift, and the most important thing in the first gift is its color. So here you go. Second gift, still in the category of undivided gifts. The most significant thing about this gift is the shape that it introduces. So here we go, another gift in the category of undivided gifts, and introducing mainly the shape, and comparisons are starting. Now we are proceeding to divided gifts, and remember that always division is not arbitrary and the introduction is methodological. You have to show the children the division, how it happens from inside out, let them observe, let them compare. So here we go, third gift. I will just take one element out of it, not to make or maybe 2 elements, because the division is so important in this gift. So gift number 3, divided gift, and nicely introducing us to the concept of numbers, divisions and numbers. Okay. Fourth gift, still divided, but this one introducing us more into the concept of extent. It's an extent, it's a different version, still on basis of a cube, but this time we have cuboids, little bricks. Extent here. Fifth gift, symmetry. Here we would certainly practice symmetry with our children. We have cubes that were diagonally divided into halves and into quarters. Sixth gift, proportion comes into action. Here we have crosswise divided bricks into little cubes, and lengthwise divided bricks into pillars. Proportion here comes into action. Okay, so stem of the tree, undivided, and some of the divided gifts, undivided gift 1 and the second gift, divided gifts 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Now, as we go further up the tree, our tree comes into branches. Branches could be like the planes of our gifts. Planes, here we had the concrete 3D objects. They were showing something in reality. We could build a chair out of them. We could create an umbrella or a lamppost. With planes, we can create images of real objects. So here go gift 7, the tablets. Okay. From this we can create various pictures of the real objects. Okay. As we go further, our tree changes into twigs, like the gifts change into lines, and this is the lines. They consist of 3 different gifts. First are connected slats, flat sticks like that are connected with each other. Each end connects to another one, from which we can create different types of shapes and patterns. This is gift 8. Gift 9 are disconnected slats for further discoveries and designs. So we've been working with concrete objects, then we put them into pictures, and then we are concentrating on the outline, maybe to draw something. You see how we are going from the concrete to more to interior, to inside of the gift. We are getting inside. We had the ball, sphere, cube. Now we have seen the cube in the picture, and now we are talking about the outline of the cube only. So here we have the twigs, gift 9, and gift 10 are the sticks. Okay, so the real object, the picture of the object, the outline of an object. Gift 10 is the thread game. You know, you need 2 people, you need 2 strings, and you play various thread games. It's an extension of our lines. Now gift 11 is the ring laying. Circles. It's a kind of extension of lines. Belongs almost to the same category. It's just the lines that are curved. In Frobel's time, the sticks were made from a flexible material for example from some kind of rods, so kids could manipulate it. A straight stick could become curved or wavy. And the 13th gift are the points. This would be the leaves of our tree. So you see the logics here, from concrete to more abstract, from objects to planes to outlines to points. So this is what the gifts introduce. They introduce the child to the life, to what's real, to discovery. They have something to manipulate with. And then when we introduce the gifts, or also while we introduce the gifts, we work on occupations. Now, each occupation corresponds to a gift. Here I have a tiny bag with which I hope to introduce something. If you would introduce all the gifts, you could start revert the way with occupations, or you can introduce a gift and a corresponding occupation, a gift and a corresponding occupation. This way you could work. So, for example, we finished here on what? On points, yes? Now occupation that would go with points would be toothpicks and chickpea. Why? Because when you put chickpea in the water, it grows and becomes flexible enough to put toothpicks in, and you can construct models. You can make a cube, a chair. The models can first be flat and then 3D. So you are combining, you are designing something. First with the points, then with the connection of lines, and then you raise the structure up. So you go from the end, you recreate the process of creating something. So occupation gives children the power of creation, invention. In our school we don't use chickpea because we don't want to waste food, so we would use plasticine or Play-Doh or the best thing ever, clay. So points and toothpick and lines, and points and chickpea, in our case plasticine. Next occupation, for example, connected with lines, would be sewing. So we use fabrics, we sew, we create something from the lines, we design something. Threading, another connection to lines, points. Maybe I will take this, it's too crowded here. Threading game, not a threading game, but threading. Yeah. Another occupation that would relate. Now we have a lot of points and lines here. Now something that would go with planes and also lines would be drawing, painting with different techniques. This is the last idea that should come to your head. Drawing with chalk, drawing with cards, with naturally made brushes, painting with naturally made brushes. So here we go into planes, into drawing and painting. Another plane is paper folding. Wonderful occupation. Needs a lot of patience, a lot of skill, a lot of practice, and the right approach, so that children are not disencouraged but encouraged to do this. Perforation, connecting beautifully both the point and the planes later on can be connected to cutting, pasting. And after all this work, when we have raised the construction, we have decorated it, we have maybe from paper made some cover of it, some drawings, we can go to clay work. We create something concrete. On the structure, on the base of all this that we have used to create something, to design something, to bring something to life, we in the end give it a shape. We create something 3D, just like our concrete object introduced in the beginning. And why we do this, all this? To empower children, to let them understand how things are made and maybe create something beautiful in the end from all the things we've learned, from the natural materials, we use the threading skills, painting skills, drawing skills, design, imagination. Yeah, and slowly we go with children through our kindergarten and nursery process with all these wonderful things, and we teach them how concrete objects are in the world and how we create them and how to do them and how they can come into life and serve us and be both a form of beauty, of knowledge, or of life. So this has been a short introduction to our gifts, and now we will be doing our workshops. Thanks.